The late 9th century dawned. It was an age of iron, an age of fire. Empires clashed, and borders shifted like desert sands. The Byzantine Empire stood proud, yet it was ancient, it was vast, and it faced threats from all sides. To the east, Arab caliphates pressed hard. To the north, new powers stirred. Among them, the First Bulgarian Empire grew strong. Its people were fierce, its ambition, boundless. This was a time of brutal realities. Survival was a daily struggle for empires. The Balkans were a crucible, a land of mountains and rivers, a land of many peoples. Byzantium sought to dominate this region. It was vital for its security, essential for its trade. But Bulgaria challenged this dominance. The Bulgars were a Turkic people. They had merged with local Slavs. They forged a new identity. A powerful kingdom emerged. It stood directly in Byzantium's path. Conflict was inevitable. Byzantium was the heir of Rome. Constantinople was its magnificent capital, a city of wonders, a fortress against its foes. Its armies were disciplined, its navy formidable. Its diplomats were cunning. They played a game of nations, a game of survival. The stage was set for a monumental confrontation. Tsar Simeon I ascended the Bulgarian throne. He was not like other rulers. He was educated in Constantinople. He knew the Byzantines well. He understood their strengths, their weaknesses. Simeon was a scholar, a warrior, a visionary. He dreamed of a great Bulgarian empire, an empire to rival Byzantium itself. His ambition was a burning fire. It would consume all in its path. Simeon was a man of immense energy. He transformed Bulgaria. He fostered learning and culture. The Cyrillic script flourished under his reign. He built churches and monasteries. He reformed the army, making it a deadly fighting machine. His soldiers were loyal, hardened by constant warfare, ready to follow their czar. Meanwhile, Byzantium faced internal turmoil. The Macedonian dynasty ruled, but its grip was not always secure. Young emperors often sat on the throne. Regents and powerful officials vied for influence. Simeon's ambitions grew bolder. He demanded recognition. He sought an imperial title. He wanted to be an equal to the Byzantine emperor. This was an affront to Byzantium. The emperor in Constantinople was God's regent on earth. There could be no equal. This ideological clash fueled the conflict. It was more than land. It was about prestige, about who was supreme in the east. Tensions escalated daily. The Byzantines tried diplomacy, threats, and even attempted to buy off Bulgaria's neighbors. The Pechenegs, a nomadic people, were a key factor. Byzantium hoped to use them against Simeon, but Simeon was a master strategist. He outmaneuvered the Byzantine diplomats. He secured his own northern borders, freeing him to focus his might southward. Minor border skirmishes became frequent. Raids and counter-raids bled the frontier. Each incident pushed the empires closer to open war. Simeon felt his moment had come. Byzantium appeared vulnerable. The Byzantine campaign of 917 was ambitious. It was a grand plan, a two-pronged attack. The Byzantine army would advance overland, marching into Bulgaria. Meanwhile, the Byzantine navy would sail up the Black Sea coast, carrying troops and ferrying Pecheneg allies. These allies were meant to attack Bulgaria from the north, a pincer movement designed to overwhelm Simeon and destroy his kingdom. It was a bold strategy. The Byzantine land army was enormous, one of the largest ever assembled. It was commanded by Leo Phocas the Elder, a seasoned general, but perhaps overconfident. His second in command was his brother, Bardas Phocas. The navy was led by Romanos Lekapenos, a capable admiral who would later become emperor himself. They gathered near the port of Anchialus on the Bulgarian Black Sea coast. It was August. The air was thick with anticipation, and the heat was oppressive. Tsar Simeon was not idle. He knew of the Byzantine plans. His spies were effective. The Byzantine lines advanced, a wave of steel and determination. They pushed the Bulgarians back. Initially, it seemed the Byzantine numbers would prevail. The Bulgarian center appeared to waver. Leo Phocas urged his men forward. He sensed victory and committed more troops to the attack. The Byzantine soldiers fought bravely, believing they were breaking the enemy. This was precisely what Simeon had anticipated. He had laid a deadly trap. Simeon had hidden his heavy cavalry, concealed in the hills, waiting for the perfect moment. As the Byzantines pressed their advantage, they overextended. Their lines became disordered, their flanks exposed. This was the signal Simeon awaited. He unleashed his elite horsemen who charged with terrifying speed. They smashed into the Byzantine left wing. The impact was devastating. Panic began to spread through the Byzantine ranks. The tide of battle turned swiftly. The Byzantine army disintegrated. What began as a retreat quickly became a rout. Soldiers threw down their weapons and fled for their lives. Simeon's forces pursued relentlessly. The slaughter was immense. The Anchialus River ran red with blood. The immediate aftermath of Anchialus was chaos for Byzantium. The empire was defenseless, its main army was gone. Simeon was master of the Balkans. He raided deep into Byzantine territory, reaching the very walls of Constantinople. But he could not take the city. Its formidable fortifications held firm. His lack of a strong navy was also a factor. Yet, he humiliated the empire. He adopted the title Tsar of the Bulgarians and the Romans, a direct challenge to Byzantine legitimacy. The long-term impact on Byzantium was severe. It lost vast territories, prestige, and a generation of soldiers. The defeat at Anchialus weakened the empire for decades, fueling further internal instability. Romanos Lekapenos, the admiral, eventually seized power. He tried to stabilize the situation, but the Bulgarian wars continued. Simeon remained a formidable enemy until his death in 927. His dream of conquering Constantinople remained unfulfilled, but he had changed the balance of power. The Battle of Anchialus remains a celebrated victory in Bulgarian history. It is a symbol of national pride and a testament to Simeon's military genius. Its echoes resonate still.